Am I the a-hole for ignoring my estranged mom even though she makes efforts to fix our relationship? Advice needed. This is probably going to be super long, but I was hoping for some advice. I, 17M, and my siblings, 12M and 7M, were left behind by my mom, 39F, about 5 years ago. For some context, she had been having many problems with my father, 40M, and they fought almost daily. Although I can agree that my dad made many mistakes, they were both heavily addicted to drugs and alcohol, and my mother was most certainly not blameless in some of the issues they had. My mother decided to leave us behind and move out to find herself, leading to my dad spiraling and having even worse issues with addiction. This was traumatizing for all of us. After a while of my dad being a single parent, my mother realized that me and my siblings were not being taken care of adequately and would randomly come to the house to take care of us. Although it did help, having her constantly coming in and out of the house was very confusing and upsetting for all of us, especially my youngest brother, who was an infant at the time. After a few months of coming and going, she decided to take us to our grandparents, Mom's side, and pleaded them to take care of us. My grandparents obliged and put in a lot of work to make us feel safe. This arrangement was much better for everyone, and things began to feel somewhat normal again. However, I did not see my mother again for another long period of time after she had dropped us off. I learned later that she was offered a place to stay at my grandparents' house, but refused. In the years after, my grandparents won custody of me and my brothers and set up an agreement to see my mom and dad on alternating weekends. Though I was extremely angry at both of them, I quickly repaired my relationship with my dad as he got sober because he made plenty of efforts to apologize and make up for lost time. Now I go to his house quite often, and enjoy his company very much. However, my relationship with my mother has gotten much worse over time. When she first dropped us off, she seemed to be okay with the arrangement and did not come to see us often. After a while, I assumed she became guilty of the family being separated, and began to beg my grandparents to have us stay with her again. However, she did not have a stable place to stay and refused to live with them, so they did not allow her to take us. At that point, her relationship with my grandparents entirely flipped on its head. She accused them of stealing us, poisoning our minds against her, and many other untrue things. During all of this, I observed how she treated my grandparents and was very upset to see how angry she was about not being able to see us. I tried to reason with her, but she would snap at me as well, saying that I was just a child and didn't really know what my grandparents did to her. However, I quickly realized she was not fit to be a parent anymore. When I would try to see her, she would often bail on me. She would make promises about buying me things, taking me places, etc., but would never follow up. She would also try to convince me that all of my family was lying to me, and that she is the only person who can care for me. After years of this building up and the continued nastiness to my grandparents, I became very angry with her and decided I did not want a relationship. Now to the current issue. I barely speak with my mother now. She has moved far from my area and has a new fiancé and another baby on the way. Because of the distance and the anger I feel, I do not visit her at all. She has expressed how sad this makes her, but I don't really care and I often avoid contact with her. However, she often texts and calls, tries to repair our relationship, and has made an effort to be completely sober and stable for my sake. Despite all the work she has put in, I just can't find it in myself to forgive her for all she has put me through. Obviously I love her, and I am grateful that she has fought for me, but I still feel resentful. Am I the a-hole for still ignoring my mother despite all the work she has put in to see me?